What up, everybody, and welcome back. So in the 90s, TV companies decided kids don't need therapy. Not if you could just mildly traumatize them 5 days a week. Cartoons were fun, sure, yeah. But right after, haunted dolls, government experiments, and a dog screaming into the void. And somehow, this all passed as family quality content, which explains a lot more about the 90s than any documentary ever could. These are the shows that raised us and introduced us to the word anxiety before we even had it in our vocabulary.
Let's get into it.
Number 5, Erie, Indiana, 1991 to 1992. This show said, what if the X-Files took place in your cul-de-sac? You've got kids being cryogenically sealed in Tupperware, Elvis sightings, and a kid who treats conspiracy like a casual hobby. It wasn't flashy, but it was weird in a way that got under your skin and stayed there. If you watch this, odds are you've never fully trusted your neighbors again, and that's valid. Number 4, The Secret World of Alex Mack, 1994 to 1998. Alex gets hit with a truckload of illegal chemicals, and instead of, dying, she gets powers. Not cool powers either. She turns into goo, zaps stuff, and constantly has to hide from a faceless biotech company. It was teen drama meets government paranoia, and it had zero chill about surveillance culture. And somehow, she's supposed to just go home, do homework, and act like she didn't almost get abducted in a parking lot. Number 3, Courage the Cowardly Dog, 1999 to 2002. This was less a cartoon and more a weekly panic attack set in the middle of nowhere. Courage lived with 2 senior citizens and spent every episode saving them from actual nightmare fuel. It was bizarre, beautiful, and just existential enough to make 9-year-olds question reality. You laughed, then stared blankly at the wall for an hour. Classic cartoon vibes. Number 2, Are You Afraid of the Dark, 1990 to 1996, and then again in 1999 to 2000. Nothing says childhood bonding like a group of teens casually traumatizing each other around a fire. Every story involves some cursed object or ghost with boundary issues, and it somehow made you want more. It was eerie in that slow burn, Canadian production value kind of way. Honestly, this show did more for horror fandom than half the movies in Blockbuster. Number 1, Goosebumps, 1995 to 1998. This was your gateway drug to horror. Cheap, weird, and effective. From killer dummies to possessed masks. Goosebumps thrived on the idea that everything around you could be haunted. It wasn't just spooky. It was aggressively unsettling. And when the credits rolled, you questioned your own reflection for a second. Just long enough. So yeah, these are the shows that they said were appropriate for children, which explains a lot, like why we laugh at horror movies now, or why we think emotional damage is a personality trait. So if any of these shows wrecked your sense of safety growing up, drop it in the comments. Group trauma is basically free therapy at this point. And if you're there, you could leave a like. Hell, you could even subscribe. Anyways,
I'll see you on the next one.